Hello everyone, how's everybody doing today? Thanks for stopping by. I'm over at my parents' house today doing some work. I'm working on a pontoon boat. My parents live on a lake. This is where I grew up. Let me get a little pan shot. This is part of the channel back here where they live. Need to work on the pontoon boat today. So, they're actually out on another boat with my sister and her kids. I didn't know that. I thought they were home. So I'll surprise Dad. But what I got is my ankle grinder. I need to cut off this bar. This bar towards the back where the motor is. Running power. Running some power from up at the house. There's no power down here. I brought over a 100-footer and I think a 50-footer. My dad had a 50-footer, so we got like 200 feet of cable, which should be enough if it doesn't come undone. If not, I got more cable. I think it just came undone, which is no big deal. It did, it came undone. Alright, so we are down here now. I'll give you a little tour. Oh, sorry about that, I'm going to give you a tour. Let me put this in the boat. Okay. There's the house up there. Little view. Little 16-foot fishing boat. Our old pontoon boat. This is part of the channel on this lake. Quite a few people out today. It's a beautiful day. Another view of the houses up here. My parents' house. My dad was mowing. My sister must have just dropped in on him. Well, let me look at this project. Here's what we're going to do today. So I brought down my angle grinder. And we're going to take off this bar here. So I'm going to take my angle grinder, cut it here, and I'm going to cut it here. This bar is a pain in the you-know-what. Because you can't get the motor on without either putting it through here or over the top, which is a pain. I just did it. And when you go to pull start it, you know how many times I've hit my knuckle, my dad have hit our knuckles on this bar trying to pull start this motor. So this bar is coming off. It does nothing else besides just be a pain. So that's the project. Shouldn't take me long. But right now I came unplugged up at the house. So I'm going to go back up to the house, add on an extra 25-footer, and I'll be back down and we'll get started. Alright? Alright. Have power down here, had my extra 25-footer up there at the house. It's every bit about 170 feet, 175 feet down here. That's a long way. I forget how big this yard is. Anyway, I think I'm going to do a whole series of going out here on this lake. Fun times, a lot of good memories out here. Alright, so the angle grinder's here. I'm just going to zip off these two bars. And my dad has plans for filing it down. And I think he's just going to put like a noodle on there, like a pool noodle. Put at least a little piece of pool noodle on there and tape it. So that's going to be a sharp edge. Alright, I didn't bring my tripod, so I'll pick it up when I'm done. Alright, just a little update. So this was only a 4.5 inch angle grinder. Wasn't quite able to get through the whole beam. So went up to the my dad's basement. Grabbed an old metal saw. So I'm just going to finish it off with that. But I saved a ton of time by using the angle grinder. Alright, next step, just popping these off and I'll catch up. Just like that, about 3 strokes on each side. Popped off that bar. So that's going to be a big improvement for them. Now we can get this motor out without any issue. That is very sharp, so that's going to have to be filed down a little bit. I mean, there's definitely some burrs there. Put a noodle over top of that and good to go. Alright, I almost wish I would have brought down the fishing pole. There were some bluegill over here. Let's go see if we can, there's some bubbles over here. Let's see if there's something over here. There's always a frog over here. There's always bullfrogs over here. I don't see any at the moment. Yeah, there's a bass up here. See it? Little bass was sitting underneath that tree. A lot of algae right now. Let's go over this way. Hard to see with all the algae. And I don't want to get that power cord in there. Watch for anything that jumps, folks. Wow, they're quiet. Not a thing, huh? Not a thing. Just a minnow. Yep, there's a view of the house right there. Yeah, this is where I grew up. We'll have to do some video out here. Get out on the lake, do some fishing. At least go for a boat ride. Alright, I'm gonna get all the tools put away. Head on home. My father rigged this little sump pump, keep the water out. It's working awesome. So when it rains, he doesn't have to come down and bail it. It's on a timer. It senses it. Works out good for him. All right. Okay, powering down. Thanks for watching.